Happy asparagus season. This is one of my favorite recipes. No wonder I made it 10 years ago. And it's from my late neighbor, Florette. I think actually when Florette made it for me, she might have used snap peas or fresh tiny broccoli or some other vegetable. But since we are in asparagus season, and since I believe that it is our duty to eat asparagus every single day, I'm using asparagus. I started with pasta that's cooked not too long, al dente, and then what I do with it, because you want it to cool off, it's a cool salad, is I pop it in a colander and put ice in with it so it cools off fairly quickly. I actually did the exact same thing with my asparagus. So I cut the asparagus into little pieces, put them in boiling water, boiled them for 2 minutes, and then popped them in a colander with ice cubes. Again, just to make sure that they don't get too, you want them a little firm, especially when they're this fresh. And then, because this is, I know I'm already starting, this is a sort of Greek salad, we have some nice Greek olives chopped up. I'm gonna make myself a little dressing. So this is red wine vinegar with a little water. I'm putting in, if I had fresh, I think that's enough. Fresh oregano, my oregano's not up yet. I would put fresh oregano in. I do have fresh parsley. You could also put in some basil, any of your preferred herbs. But it's just, as I said, it's a slightly Greek flavor, so that's what we're going with. Okay, and I'm saving a few of the little pieces of parsley that I chopped up for garnishing at the end. And then we have a bell pepper. I don't want a green bell pepper, A, because I like the sweetness of the yellow or the red or the orange, and B, because we've already got green in this salad with our asparagus. So there you go, in you go. So I mix that up a little bit. I think I'm actually telling you in the recipe that you should have added the the olives later, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, mixing those up a little. We'll mix them up more when we add dressing. Okay, so there's our vinegar and a little bit of water, some nice chopped garlic. This is salt and a tiny bit of sugar. The sugar is not to make it sweet. It's not going to be sweet with just that little bit of sugar, but to bring out all the delicious flavors. And then a little freshly ground pepper. There we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then we're going to add some olive oil. Ideally, because it's a Greek salad, Greek olive oil, but really whatever extra virgin olive oil you have in the house is just fine. There we go. It's smelling good. So I know I could whisk it or do something else, but this is a very easy way to make up the salad dressing. So what I'm going to do is pour about half of it onto my salad. That's about half. And mix it up. Oh, I can kind of still smell the asparagus a little bit. I mean, I've never met anyone who doesn't like asparagus. It's so good. And such an easy recipe. I mean, you do have to cook things in advance, but how long do the asparagus and the pasta take? Not very long. Okay, then we toss on some feta cheese. Speaking of a Greek salad. That may be a little too much feta, but again, who cares? This is nice for a party. As I said, you can use other vegetables in the summer. You could use little baby carrots, all sorts of interesting things. But I just love it with the asparagus because asparagus is my favorite vegetable. Okay, so ideally you would, isn't it good looking? Ideally, you would chill it for a little while, but you know what? We may just have to eat it right away because it's good. I'm keeping the rest of the salad dressing. I'll see if it needs it after it chills a little bit. If it doesn't need it, you can use this for any green salad and it'll taste delicious and fresh and yummy. So, happy asparagus season.